Team coverage continues now in Waterbury.
News 8's LaSalle Blanks tells us how people there are helping one another deal with all this winter weather.
Yeah, guys, we had been dry for the last couple of hours here in downtown Waterbury. I'm at the Green, but it just started raining right before we went on the air. The story throughout the day has been a mixed bag of rain and snow and people helping people brave all of the elements. Windshield wipers, shovels, and snow plows. It's been that kind of day here in Waterbury, and if you're driving around, it's a kind of day you might call
pretty horrible here in Waterbury.
Public Works crews did their best to clear more than 300 miles of city roads. Emilio Medina did his best to clear his car with his sleeves. But then he got a helping hand from a good Samaritan with a brush and a scraper named Angel Figueroa. What do you want to say to her?
Thank you so much for helping me out with the tool. I appreciate it.
Is that better than your sleeve, man?
Oh, yeah. It's way better than this.
Speaking of helping hands, Wilfredo and John got one from a place called the Hospitality Center. They're homeless. The Hospitality Center gave them and dozens of others a safe place inside to battle the elements outside during the day. How hard is it for you on a day like this?
Extremely hard. The reason it's hard for us, for me actually, is because I got to struggle day by day on how to live.
It's cold, it's wet, and there's nowhere to go except come here because there's people and you can get a cup of coffee and a bottle of water. It's a good place.
Some of Waterbury's homeless live in these woods in a place called Tent City. But when conditions get this bad, no one's home, and they flock to area shelters at night. St. Vincent de Paul shelter is where Cammie Wilcox is shielded from the storm as she tries to get back on her feet.
I wouldn't have a place to go if I wasn't in the shelter in the snow. I would be on the streets.
There are 126 beds here. They're just about full. Wilfredo and John are thankful there are people and places available to help because they don't want to end up out here overnight.
Absolutely, without a doubt.
Now, a short time ago, I got text messages from the mayor of Waterbury and from the deputy police chief. The mayor tells me he gives his city crews an A+ for how they handled the elements today. And the deputy police chief told me there were no major weather-related accidents or incidents here in the Brass City. But as we move into the nighttime, the concern now are those dropping temperatures and how they will impact the roads. I want to take you out onto West Main Street. And you can see there's still a lot of slush and water out here on the roads. The concern is this stuff will freeze overnight. So if you have to be out and about in the greater Waterbury area, please use extra caution and be very, very careful. We're live in Waterbury. LaSalle Blanks, News 8.